we're going to have a look at series. We've seen what a sequence is, and a series is very closely linked. So the series is the addition of the sequence. So we are now, instead of having independent numbers, we are adding them together, collecting them up to have the series. So let's look at the two formulas that we might use in an arithmetic series. So arithmetic, remember, that means that it's going up at a consistent amount each time, so the same amount every time. And with a series, it's the addition of those terms. We've got two formulas that we might use. There is a slight difference between the two. You notice that this one includes d, which is the difference, whereas our first formula doesn't. If we know the first and the last term, we can use that. Where, if we don't know what the last term is, but we do know what the difference is, we would then use this one here. So let's look at the two scenarios and how we might use them. The sum of 4 plus 7 plus 10 plus 13 to 50 terms. So do we know the last term? No, we don't. We know that there are going to be 50 terms, but we don't know how many. So that means that we are going to have to use this formula here. So S 50 terms divided by 2, bracket 2 times u1, which is the first term, which is 4, plus n minus 1, 50 minus 1, multiplied by the difference. Now, the difference, we can see that it's going up by 3 each time. I'm going to move this to the front of the bracket just to make it easier. Alright, I now come over to my calculator and enter that in. So 25, simplifying that first term, bracket 8 plus 3 times 49. So simplifying down, what is in? So 3,875 is the sum of the first 50 terms. In the next one, negative 6, 1, 8, 15, right through to 141. We know what the difference is, but we know what the first term is and we know what the last term is. So that's going to be a little bit quicker. We don't know, however, how many terms there are. Because we don't know how many terms there are, we are going to have to find out what n is equal to. So I know that the last term is equal to 141. Now, using our previous formula, and now we can start working out what n is. So I've got u1 is negative 6 plus the difference. I can see that it's 7, going up by 7 each time. I'm now going to expand my bracket and collect my terms to move them over. So 7n, I would have negative 13. Move that to the other side. I'm going to add 13, which is equal to 1n, or equal 22 when I simplify that down. So now I have my first term. I can substitute that into the equation. So the sum of it will be equal to 22 over 2, bracket negative 6 plus the last term, and I then have to pop that into my calculator that's disappeared. And 11, so simplifying it, negative 6 plus 141, close my brackets, and equals 1,485. Alright, have a go and good luck.